Good evening. Public Works and Property Vacation will now come to order. Clerk, can you read the roll?
Yes. I also have some language I'm going to read prior to giving um, roll. Good evening, members of the public. To maintain good audio quality for yourselves, we will be muting everyone not speaking by default. If you would like to speak during a public portion of the meeting, please submit your request in the chat. Directions to do so are listed. We ask that you provide your full name and residential address, as these are required for all speakers at in-person council meetings. Those wishing to speak virtually must activate their camera, displaying the speaker to be recognized by the chair. Additionally, if you are called on to speak, please provide your details in the following format. My name is full name, and I live at address. I live at residential address, and I would like to speak for or against agenda item. You will then be given 5 minutes to speak.
Do we have a petitioner?
I'm
you
going
did-
to call
I'm
the
sorry.
roll.
I'm sorry.
Committee Member Warner, Committee Member Dr. Davis, Citizen Member Abel Gonzalez, Committee Vice Chair Niskoski,
Present.
Committee Chair Gooden Rogers.
Present.
I have 4 members present.
Okay. Well, at this time, if we have a presenter, come forward. State your name and your address for the record, please.
Hi, Charity Stowe, 614 South St. Joseph Street. Here for the ordinance for the alley vacation between 516 and 520 South Michigan. Should I just proceed with sharing why we're doing this? Okay, so we've been in front of you all before, so you are probably familiar that we're developing most of this block here from 512 to 530 South Michigan. And there's an alley that runs east-west right up against 516 South Michigan between the building and then a big empty lot that we're turning into a park. And so we are hoping to vacate this alley so we can continue to use it for the purposes of the building and the park and have a driveway for deliveries and potential food trucks and such to park at the site. And so we will, with this petition, we are hoping to keep the curb cut so it can remain a driveway, but we'll use bollards to kind of change the behavior here. So that's pretty much it, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Okay, so at this time, do the committee have any questions? And being a part of the committee, I do have a question. I noticed on this one page here, it says official use only, and I was just wondering here where it says, will the vacation, let me see, result in dead end alley, interfere with bike route, violation of minimal traffic safety standards. And everything is checked except that one. And then another other one is, are there public or private utilities in the alley? And that's also not checked. So do you know, you have any answers? to that?
What's the first one? What's the
It's
question?
on the page called Street Alley Vacation Preliminary Review.
Uh-huh.
And it says, will the vacation result in a dead end alley, interfere with bike route, violation of minimal traffic safety standards? Then the other one is that's not checked is, are there public or private utilities in the alley?
Okay, so to answer the first question, it does not technically end in a dead end. It actually is already a T alley. So there is an alley behind the properties that run north-south. So I think that answers the question. It's not going to end in a dead end. We're not like creating a T alley, if that's what we're asking. And then the second question,
Utilities, are there public
utilities.
utilities in the alley?
No, they're all in the back alley. So we're not interfering with any public utility access.
Okay. Is there anyone else before we go to the public? Okay,
At this time, I do not see any members of the public in person or online wishing to speak in favor or in opposition of the bill.
right. So back to the committee. Do we have any questions? Okay,
So,
Councilman Warner.
Ms. Stowe,
Oh, sorry.
good evening.
Hi.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So this isn't about the alley, but how's the rest of the projects coming along?
It's great. Things are moving forward. We are doing all the mechanical, electrical, plumbing work in the first building right now. So that's moving forward. We are about to bid out some more work under TIF dollars. So we'll be doing all new utility connections for the first building and then as well as the empty lots, connecting it to water. So
Good to hear. I know you
Yeah.
got a lot of work there.
Yeah.
Cleaning those two older buildings up and making them new again. And we appreciate your investment and time into
Thank
our
you.
community.
thanks. Appreciate all your support so far.
President.
But was there any reason why those weren't filled out in the application? Those two questions?
Chris Dress is here.
Chris, do you want to answer? Okay, I'm gonna let Chris.
Good evening, council members. Chris Dressel, Department of Community Investment with offices on the 5th floor of this building. What you're seeing there is in the context of our preliminary review form. I think this was perhaps one of the very first ones that we used. Goes back a couple of years, so doesn't necessarily mean all items will be checked at that time. It's a preliminary review, so we're just giving some early guidance to the project. And in the case of I think we've actually made some positive modifications to that form. I think there was some snafus that allowed you to check boxes when boxes would go unchecked, or they had to be checked they had to be checked both columns accidentally. So I think they may have been
And I would also note
Yeah.
that the rest of
Yeah.
they're both checked
Yes.
yes and no.
yeah.
So and it says office use only.
Yeah. So that list is, big picture, that list is meant as I think an early guidance system using the criteria that the Board of Public Works employs for their review.
And with the alley being vacated, doesn't it normally have to have the curb cut has to be removed or?
A typical vacation, there's actually language in the ordinance that notes that that's not included. And the reason for that is the request, a completed request would include the installation of bollards there that would serve the same purpose so once it is vacated, it's no longer a thoroughfare. The petitioner wished to keep it open for events and other occasions so the approach will remain, but the bollards will close it off effectively as a right of way.
If I may, Chair. Yeah, and the word he's talking about is section 5, where it says the vacation is not subject to the elimination of the alley approach. So that
Yes.
gives them the flexibility that they need to be able to utilize that property in the way that they envision it. And my hat's off to you for that development. Kind of been watching it grow and it's looking good over there. Thank you for your investment and doing everything the right way. That's for sure. Thank you.
I just wanted to be clear, so that's all.
At this time, I thank you for that clarity, Mr. Drexel. But what I was just doing was just trying to make sure that this wasn't missed on this application. So at this time, do we have, we're gonna close the public and the committee's portion, and I'm gonna entertain a motion.
Motion to send to the full council with a favorable recommendation.
Second,
Do a roll
Or
call,
committee of the whole?
committee of the whole.
it'll be
Committee of the whole.
Committee Member Warner,
Aye.
Committee Member Dr. Davis,
Aye.
Committee Vice Chair Niskoski,
aye.
Committee Chair Gooden Rogers,
Aye.
4 ayes.
At this time, this committee is concluded.
I have just a very quick um, informal meeting. We have our invocation that will be Minister Laquita Aldridge Hughes from New Horizons Outreach Ministry. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance, roll call, report from the subcommittee on minutes for February 23rd, 2026. There is no special business. There is no reports from city office. We will have the committee of the whole, one resolution, no resolution, and then several bills for first reading. Unfinished business, new business, privilege of the floor. We look to see everybody back at 7 o'clock. Thank you very much.